Good then on the inside line, Julian Thomas on the outside line. James Cottinger in the pale blue, Shelby Cobra. Thomas goes through, but he goes deep into Brooklands, and he's going to let Andrew Jordan escape a little bit because he released towards Luffield. So the two Shelby, then Shelby Cobra's first and second is likely to be all creative cars. Over the tail they run. Julian Thomas must be quicker at 25 minutes. Then he can show he's just about to finish that. He can go on the rest of the race. So he's the race for AJ Wayne with the tail end. He's going to defend. And they're bunching up because Cottingham is back with them at top. So they come the 2013 British Touring Car Champion in the lead over this Merez form and loving the racing. Drawing almost alongside him through Maggotts though is Julian Thomas. There's no way he's going to go around the outside of AJ there. So Jordan gets the inside line on the way into the Beckett sessions. There's a huge lock up from Julian Thomas who's still trying to find their way past him here. It's nose to tail. They're somehow keeping Cottingham behind them. And even though they're racing like still knows what, the top three munchies fall away from everybody else. I've got half an hour of this is only one lap. So Jordan it is that leads onto Anchor Straight. Bearing in mind they've got far too much power, very, very skinny tyres, and they've got to cope with this for 30 minutes in pretty high temperatures. What's the air temperature? 22.7 degrees as they come into Stoke Corner. And Julian Thomas way up the curve on the inside there, trying to shortcut Stoke Corner a little bit. He uses the curve on the outside, but Andrew Jordan sticks out his elbows. Julian Thomas is going to have to work very, very hard to dislodge Andrew Jordan from a win here. They come into the Edward Vale then with James Cottingham in the pale blue conventional shape Cobra right there behind his third place. Fourth, best of the rest is John Davison in the TBR Griffiths. But one lap in the book then, it's Jordan who leads. Second is Thomas. Third is Cottingham as they come across the line. So the Daytona Cobra is 1-2, AC Cobra third. They come into Abbey for the second time. Andrew Jordan hasn't got the pace to pull away, but he drifts wide coming through Abbey up towards Farm. Thomas all over him like a cheap suit.
It's all about the instability of these cars, isn't it? And the body language of the cars. Just watch them as they try and put that power down with these skinny tyres, as you say. And of course, 1960s suspension as well. They go sideways through Farm into Village. It's wet, don't they? Absolutely. Drifting in four wheels.
Over the curves again as they come out through entry. Julian Thomas is right underneath now. The race leader, but the race leader is going to hold the inside line at Brooklands. So to the inside line, Andrew Jordan, to the outside line, Julian Thomas, then he tries to dive bomb to the inside, but don't forget Andrew Jordan's come with the British Touring Car Championship. He knows all about defending. He also knows all about racing historic cars. Hugely successful at Goodwood and elsewhere. Andrew Jordan. But Julian Thomas then is right with it, almost pushing him out of Luffield. They pan down into Woodgate. Again, James Thomas is dropping back a little bit, and Thomas goes to the inside. Woodgate, two wheels on the grass there. He's just about to come in and take the inside line. Both of them really good. Even better side by Andrew Jordan breathing down his neck is going to be weaving this way then that, so just going to try to put that out of his mind for a moment, get his head down and try to use the speed that he showed in that qualifying session yesterday to edge away. And he was quick out of the box yesterday, wasn't he, Julian Thompson? Straight down to the pace for 6 or 7 laps, but he's not going to get rid of Jordan that easily. Jordan hanging on through the most fully well there now, Cottingham in third, doing third is well there. The fourth place start, the TBR of John Davison and John Spires, fifth place just behind those four.
That makes a change, Bob, doesn't it, to see cars that don't run on rails. You know, we have one maybe single seated for the bulk of the weekend in support, but here are cars of different shapes and sizes and sounds, and as you make the point, they all move around a lot. So Adam Stone comes and Jordan in second place. This was how he lost that lead. He's sitting a little bit wide of Woodgate. Julian Thomas getting at the inside line across the corner and going through, so that puts him into the lead of the race.
I think James Cottingham just happened to watch
Obviously, what a best squabble over it.
best seat in the house, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they beautifully drift their way out of Woodgate. Now, the danger is here that Julian Thomas, because he was, as we've been saying, quicker in qualifying, he might escape, but Andrew Jordan is going to work his magic to try and stay with him. James Cottingham is third. Right, there are more people in this race. Their fourth is John Davison in the TBR. John Spires number 14 is fifth. The best E-type sixth, John Pearson. Seventh there on the inside line, Matt Ridley, trying to get up past the Aston Martin, which he does on the inside there, moves ahead of Ben Short, going through Abbey. So some great battles all going through the field right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a good start to the race actually for number 89, Matthew Wrigley in the E-type. He started 11th. and picking up another place there for seventh, as you say. So 4 gains already, but that's a nice squabble, just three-way making its way out through the loop now, with the Jaguar E-Type at the head of it having got through. Wrigley pulling clear of that bright blue number 2, 1-4 Ben Short driven Aston Martin as they make their way onto the Wellington straight to Brooklyn.
Now there's a great healing battle going on with Mark Pack, I think it is, and James Wilmot. Side by side, so we're past this.
Fantastic. Matt Wrigley, they're almost running out of road in Brooklyn's in the E-Type, scrabbling through the corner.
The top 10 as well, the 250 of Alex Ames through the Vegas S's now,
which is another great charismatic car with the chopped off back. That was that Giovanni Volpi's wanted a car to drive the GTO rather than having what we call coaching Ferrari staff, so he's created their car effectively. Is there, Ben Short goes back to the inside of Roy Alderslade, gets up the inside line, way up the curb, onto the grass as well. Roy Alderslade gets run out a little bit wide at Stowe, but hangs onto the pace. And while all that's been going on, as you were suggesting, Chris, Matt Wrigley has disappeared up the road. The leaders, however, have just gone by to put 3 laps in the book. It's 1 second between Julian Thomas and Andrew Jordan. James Cottingham suddenly has become a little bit lonely because he's on his own in 3rd place. 4th, John Davison. 5th, John Spires. 6th is John Pearson. And then we've got this battle between Wrigley, Alderslade, Short, and into the top 10 now, the E-Type number 71 of Jonathan Mitchell.
Through the first few corners, Andrew Jordan looks like he's just edging back towards Julian Thomas, but I think I suspect Julian maybe edges away once to get past Aintree, but certainly through Abbey Farm and into Village, there's no lack of commitment from Andrew Jordan. He might be a few car lengths back now, but he's not given up, the 2nd place driver. And then looking at that battle which is going on with the E-Type number 89 of Matthew Wrigley, he's being reeled in a little bit possibly now by Roy Alderslade in the number 27 AC Cobra, possibly, certainly left the Aston Martin behind. And the next one then is 71 Jonathan Mitchell, who's dropped a couple of places to start to make back out now in the 2nd E-Type.
Let's get a replay of Roy Alderslade, or lapping over and lapping over another one. I've seen something like that, but door open to Roy Alderslade in between racing, fighting position, and Wrigley the car has time. He did have quicker in the first sector. Julian Thomas a good bit quicker in the second, and the two of them pathetically drift their way now up through the right-hander club corner, heading over the line. Julian Thomas getting edge further away, 11 tenths of a second now. Is that margin between him and Andrew Jordan as they go by. Third, James Cottingham, we know that he's not catching, he's not really being caught either by 88 TVR behind him, TVR Griffith, the 1964 4
4.7 litre V8 TBR, Jack Griffith's idea to try and beat the Cobras in America. They're going through Matt Wrigley just ahead of Roy Alderslade, then short in the Aston, dropping back a bit though now. You've got the leaders.
Yeah, I think Alderslade has been just chipping away to catch back up to Matthew Wrigley in that east side. So that's the battle for seventh, just coming out through the left-hander farm curve now. The Silver Jaguar has actually been reeled in here and he knows it, so he goes defensive on the way into the right-hander at Village. Roy Alderslade in the number 27 AC Cobra, the blue with the white stripe down the middle. Can't get through at Village, closes back up again at the loop. There's no way through there. It's just about getting the better run now to the corner, getting the traction down, and maybe having to stand up the inside at Slumford. But for now, just about a length clear to go for entry in the battle for seventh. Matthew Wrigley in the inside.
Looking at those two lead Cobras, you just wonder what they're doing to their tyres. You can imagine Mario Isla and Pirelli going, thinking, what is happening here? You know, when are they coming in to change them? They're obviously sliding far too much.
They're choking on the wrong balance, the wrong setup.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, great.
I know it used to be, but a lot of GT races, they can't put out. He's doing a very, very good job with all of that grunt, staying with the E-type, so the back of the seventh, well and truly alive.
Yeah, we just spotted Ed Powell for a moment somewhere in the local down from 5 places down to 16 for the previous lap. Otherwise, there's a bit of balance going on there on the track. He's not windy really.
So, and someone else may come through there, but up front, it was May, Julian Thomas were on that 5, pretty half distance. The gap lasts on 11 tenths of a second, but at the moment Julian is doing purple sectors and it's a huge gap this time around. He's got 3 purple, he's fast left of the race, 2:26 for Julian Thomas, and he's now 2.9 seconds ahead of Andrew Jordan. So Andrew is not slow, far from it. The racecraft kept him in touch for the first lap and a half, but now Julian Thomas using all of that extra speed that we saw in qualifying and disappearing up the road. James Cottingham is there in third. Now, fourth and fifth, is that getting back down to now, Cessna is second ahead of John Spears, the two TBRs, 7 tenths between them. Yeah, Spears is much the quicker, so the TBRs, Chris, for fourth place, getting themselves together.
Yeah, definitely. There's a length between them now as they come through Village, exit there. It's like camber as they go into the loop, and the track just ever so slightly drops down as they come out of there. So cars naturally run wide, cut the line flat out through the Kincardine tree and onto the Wellington straight, but it's at that point that the gaps between the pair open back up. So we have this back to 7, which is almost about to become a four-way battle, I think, because you've still got Wrigley ahead in the E-type, Alderslade just behind, the Aston Martin coming at them now in Ben Short, and also catching them up to the number 71, the E-type of Jonathan Mitchell.
At which point we cross live to our Healy correspondent for the win, because Bob has got themselves together again, and a new order, I think.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? This Healy battle is brilliant. As you say, I think Wilmot now ahead of Pangborn, yeah.
Massive slide from Bob
accelerator, the cars switching down, especially the car at the lead of that trio. James Wilmot in his Austin EV 3000. The car dances every time he steps on the front and coming out of the loop, but he somehow gets enough traction to even edge away from them. On the other side of the track, going back out towards that gap staying about the same between 14 and 5th position. So still John Spears in the TVR number 14 and 4.
So Roy Alderslade has got himself up past Matthew Wrigley now, but he had done drop back to the second Wrigley beat through, and he will shuffle himself around once again. So Roy Alderslade was 1 up, and he's now showing 2 down on the timing screen, so that's a little battle of yo-yos. The leaders have gone through 4 seconds down the margin. Julian Thomas and Andrew Jordan. James Cottingham still battles on the gap was 7 tenths.